Welcome back. Pretty sunny outside here on our America's Mattress Live Tower Cam here in Junction, at least 97 degrees. About the only place here on the western slope that isn't seeing a lot of cloud cover increase as we get into the early evening. Look over here in Montrose. I think we're even seeing a little bit of virga in there as those moisture starts to ramp up the San Juans. Starting to return a little bit here with those chances of showers here as we approach the midweek. I don't think we're going to see that much precipitable water, but I certainly wouldn't rule it out. 87 degrees at the moment here in Montrose. Hasn't seen any rainfall there so far. Our satellite radar shows this big contrast here between over towards the Divide, where you are getting a lot more of that cloud cover, and here in Junction, a bit further over towards the western part of the Grand Valley, where we're just not getting a whole lot of clouds in the sky yet. This water vapor here showing us this monsoonal moisture getting lifted up over the Continental Divide and bringing us a little bit of those showers over towards the east, and here in Junction hasn't quite arrived yet. It is coming though, not quite yet though. Temperatures reaching those upper 90s here in Junction, 91 in Montrose, 102 reached in Delta, although again we started to cool down a little bit as we get into the early afternoon. I want to see a little bit of divide here between the western part of our viewing area and the east, where you're only getting those mid to upper 80s over towards Paonia and Montrose, where that cloud cover has gotten a lot thicker. Low allergens, thankfully, has made it felt a little bit better with the breeze outside. High pressure though, with bringing that monsoonal moisture up across the Continental Divide, bringing those showers towards the east. It's going to move a little bit closer as we head into the weekend. Fortunately though, we are in prime position for at least a spare shower or two here in Junction as we get into Thursday and Friday. Again, we're still feeling pretty hot, so I don't think we're going to see all that much in terms of rainfall actually reaching the ground, but we will have to watch out for those isolated thunderstorms and scattered showers. Those will remain a threat as we head in the mid to late week. We'll take a look at that right here. Only got a 20% chance for Thursday evening, and Friday throughout the day. I bumped it down a little bit just because I think it's going to be a really short period of time if we do see that rainfall. Probably in those early evening, late afternoon hours on Thursdays when I'm seeing it right now. So I got that 20% chance kind of riding the line between the day and the evening. Could carry over into Friday morning. Won't quite pop up on our future cast, but we'll get pretty close. We're looking at early morning hours on Wednesday. Starting to see a lot more clearing. Of course, if we do happen to see a lot of clearing earlier on Thursday, that could leave us a lot more energy for those showers later on in the day. Our model right here, be a little bit aggressive with these showers here. Now keep in mind, if we do see a moist rain cloud up in the air, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see rain down at the ground. I think that's going to be the case for Wednesday. I have our high still in those upper 90s. So if there are one of those clouds that pass through, I think it's more likely it's just going to be some virga that we'll see. So that means that rainfall not actually reaching the ground. Then of course you get to Thursday where you actually see that rainfall being a possibility for us here in Junction. Getting down to those low 60s overnight. Temperatures are remaining relatively warm despite the fact that I don't think we're going to see too many clouds overnight. We're looking at our temperatures here though. You can see again this big contrast starting in those lower to mid 90s tomorrow. 98 degrees in Grand Junction is what our model has us at. Of course, my individual high though is a degree or two lower. I'm compensating for those clouds that our model might have missed. 96 on Wednesday, 94 on Thursday. Getting those mid 90s, starting to warm back up as we get into the next week. It's going to go the same for Montrose. Upper 80s, getting into those lower 90s as we get into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.